Black people are over here arguing about who created hip hop, when we should be arguing about who owns hip hop. Because it ain't us. As soon as we got the chance, black folks sold off hip hop to the white man. Black people gave up hip hop faster than a virgin on prom night. We just pulled our little panties aside and let the white man F us. Royally. With no Vaseline, no condom, just a little bit of spit on their helmet. And we're over here arguing about who created hip hop. Fat Joe is getting a lot of heat this week. A lot of YouTubers are doing reaction videos going at Fat Joe. By the way, dear black podcasters, dear black YouTubers, for the love of Christ, put a goddamn battery in your smoke alarm. Like 3 out of 5 black podcasters got their smoke alarm going off in the back. I'm watching your channel and every 27 seconds I hear beep, beep, beep. How does that not drive you crazy? That would drive me insane. But anyway, I'm rocking with Fat Joe on this one. And this has nothing to do with me being a Fat Joe fan. I never cared for his music. I appreciated Big Pun way more than him, but I was never that guy that said, hey, man, put that Fat Joe song in. I just, nope, lean back and all that. Wasn't feeling none of Rockaway or what. I mean, in a club after, I'm having 17 drinks, sure. Anything sounds good at that point, but I was never a big Fat Joe fan, but I'm rocking with Fat Joe on this one. Why? Fat Joe, the Puerto Rican that everyone is saying is a guest in hip-hop, Fat Joe is more successful in hip-hop than 99% of black artists. Facts. Fat Joe has made more money in hip-hop than 99% of black artists. Facts. Fat Joe has employed and given jobs to more black people in hip-hop than 99% of black artists. Fact. You're calling Fat Joe a culture vulture when Fat Joe has done more for the culture of hip-hop than 99% of black artists. That's why I think this whole who created hip-hop thing is kind of silly. It's kind of silly if you ask me. Because no one knows who truly created each element of hip-hop. I mean, what black person created b-boying? I'll wait. What black person created b-boying? No one can answer that. You don't know. I don't know. It could have been a black person. It could have been a Hispanic person. What black person created graffiti? No one can answer that. And I'm waiting for an answer. And you don't tell me cornbread in 1969. Like, can we stop that? Cornbread did not create writing your name illicitly on a wall. He just did not. Could have been a black person. Could have been a Hispanic person. We do not know. And black people are talking about boycotting Fat Joe. And not just black people. Let me take that back. Let me slow this down. A certain sector of black folks are talking about boycotting Fat Joe. And I'm talking about the FBA. I don't even think the FBA have that much power to boycott Fat Joe. And I say that respectfully. I mean, FBA doesn't even own hip hop. I mean, let's keep it real. We haven't owned hip hop probably ever. Yes, of course, have been a few that came in and did the damn thing. The Jay-Z's, the 50 Cents, the P. Diddy's. Dang, I hate saying that name with all those guys, but I mean, of course, the Jay Princes, the Suge Knights. Yes, they've all came in and did their thing, but in reality, there was always someone making way more money than Suge Knight. And that person was definitely white. Okay? So how are you going to boycott Fat Joe, who has done more for hip-hop than 99% of black folks? Help me understand that. Dusty Vision, aren't you afraid of being boycotted by the FBA for what you're saying? No, I'm not. 9.9 out of 10 black people have no idea what FBA is. So no, I'm not afraid of being boycotted by FBA. And I'm not even trying to come at them like this, but they are the ones going after Fat Joe, and I'm objective. In my head, I'm gonna roll with whoever I think is right. And in this situation, I think Fat Joe is correct. I don't think Fat Joe should be worried about FBA boycotting his music, because you know what's going to happen? You can put on Lean Back in any club, in any city, in this country, nay, in this world, at 11 p.m., and a bunch of drunk mofos are going to get on that dance floor and lean back, lean back, lean back. No, he should not be afraid of being boycotted by FBA. And no, I'm not afraid of being boycotted by FBA. FBA calls itself a lineage. Okay. But what I'm seeing and the FBA that I've come across, I'm seeing it as more of an organization. No different than Black Lives Matter. Like, what made me come to that conclusion? Because I've said that before, and then I've got crap for it before. But I mean, I Google FBA, and literally the first thing that pops up is a website. And on that website, they're selling baseball caps that say FBA. They're selling beanies that say FBA. They're selling flags that say FBA. That sounds like an organization to me. But I'm not, like most black folks, I'm not hip to what the full 100% definition and motive of FBA is. All I know is the ones who've come into my comment section, the ones who I've come directly close to in comments and videos, YouTube, whatever, seeing them on comment in other videos. What I'm seeing is a lot of people who are representing FBA really bad. The ones on YouTube are representing FBA really bad. And I'm sure the people who started FBA, I don't know, is there a starter, a founder? I don't know. I'm sure the people who started FBA probably didn't mean for 9 out of 10 of the YouTube commenters to portray them in a certain way. I mean, I see FBA and I hear a lot of racism towards Hispanics, Latinos. I mean, I see stuff that someone from the Klan would wow, I can't believe you're saying that. I mean, they're like the ones I'm coming across. I'm seeing a lot of separatism from that movement. And that's just what I'm seeing. So no, I'm not going after them or anything like that. And I called them idiots in my past show, and I'm taking that back. And I want to apologize, because I'm sure most FBA are not idiots. But y'all need to check the ones that are representing you in YouTube comment sections and on YouTube videos and YouTube channels and things like that. Because the ones that I'm coming across, I wouldn't want them representing me. at all. But why, oh why, are black folks arguing about who created hip-hop when we should be arguing about who owns hip-hop? I'd be surprised if black folks own 5% of the pie in hip-hop. That is, sounds like a high number to me. I'd be very shocked if it was 5% of the pie. Because as soon as we got the chance, as soon as hip-hop hit the mainstream and everybody was hip-hop, a hip to the hip-hop, you don't stop, a rocket to the bang-bang, boogie, say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Once everybody started doing that, black people gave up hip-hop faster than a virgin on prom night. We just pulled our little panties aside, and we let the white dude mess us. We let him just enter us with no Vaseline, no condom, just a little bit of spit on their helmet. And we're over here arguing about, oh my God, who created hip-hop? I don't ever want to have that conversation again until you have the balls. Black folks, FBA, whoever, until you have the balls to address why we don't own shit in hip-hop. We're over here arguing about some dumb shit when the real elephant in the room is, why don't we own anything? Something to think about. Something to think about. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Please. This is your first time joining the channel and you're entertained by what you hear. Hit that subscribe button. Please do follow DustyVisionTV on Rumble as well. And please do follow my second channel, Dusty Vision Radio, right here on YouTube. Let's move on to something else I would love to chat with you about. I want y'all to hear me out on this one, ladies and gentlemen. I came across this clip on Instagram of Slim Thug saying black people need to stop blaming white people and making excuses in 2025. Here's a little inspiration for the new year from Slim Thug saying, you know what, damn it, it's 2025 and we need to stop blaming the white man. And we need to start looking in the mirror and stop making excuses as to why we're just not really keeping up. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it. Can we, everybody, you got your big boy panties on? Can we keep it real tonight? All right, we're going to keep it real then. Let's listen to Slim Thug.
Why we can't blame white folks no more. We gotta let that go, kid. Them people, that wasn't even these people. That was some people before them. So at the end of the day, everybody showed us they can do it from scratch. So we can't be worried, waiting on nobody to give us nothing. Everybody just gotta do it. No matter where you come from. You gotta do it from scratch. I ain't had shit and look at me now. So if I could have did it, you could have did it now. We gotta stop making excuses. Stop waiting on motherfuckers. We gotta take advantage of this shit. We gotta be happy on purpose, doing shit that make us happy.
Are you paying attention? Damn, I love hearing men of color, black folks, men talk like that. I'm so tired of this blaming the white man for everything. Can we knock that off? It got old. It got old back in the 90s. I remember being 13 years old thinking, damn, why you a dummy? You blaming the white man? No, it's you, dog. It's you, player. You the one that keep having babies you can't afford, homie. And the white man didn't put your thing inside, homegirl. Getting over it. Let's listen to that again from Slim Thug. You guys remember the Slim Thug era, right? Well, we talking early to almost mid-2000s. Still tipping on fofos, wrapped in fovos, tipping fo hoes, and I'm racking fo hoes. Guess who creasing, guess who crawling, still bowling in the mix. It's that Sim Slips. Like we say, that 6'6" Slim nigga sticking your chick. all time when I'm ripping. Candy paint gripping. I mean, I like that time, the whole Paul Wall era and all that. But Slim Thug was one of those ones who I talked about earlier. He owns his own. He came in this game with a different mindset than 99% of black folks who go into hip hop. He said, nah, man, I'm owning. I'm going to open real estate. So I'm going to do it my way. So the only person that I could blame at the end of the day is me. Let's listen to Slim Thug again saying, black people, we need to stop blaming white people and stop making so many damn excuses.
2025, we can't blame white folks no more. We gotta let that go, kid. Them people, that wasn't even these people. That
wasn't even their people. That was 300, 400 years ago. Oh my God, Dusty Vision, but it's still trailing off to this day. Man, everybody has an even playing field nowadays. And you know what made the even playing field? Where's my phone? A phone. This computer right here has made it an even playing field for everybody. You could literally start 7 businesses and run them from your mother effing phone. It's no one, you can't blame it. You can't blame slavery anymore. You can't. We can't. Stop it.
Some people before them. So at the end of the day, everybody showed us they can do it from scratch. So we can't be waiting on nobody to give us nothing.
We can't be waiting on nobody to give us nothing. And I don't even talk like that. I know 2 negatives in a sentence aren't the correct way of spelling. So, I'm joking, obviously. But we can't wait for nobody to give us nothing. Or as I would say, we can't wait for anyone to give us a motherfucking thing. We can all go out and get it now. There's no excuses. I'm doing it right now. I'm making money just by sitting here doing something I love that 5, 7, 8 years ago I was doing for free and had been doing for free for 10 years. Oh, I've been doing this thing for a minute, man. My shit goes way back. I may be new to this YouTube thing, and I put new in quotes. Man, I've been doing this for a minute. And I know what it's like to go 10 years without getting paid jack shit for a craft that you love. If you are not ready to go 10 years without making a single penny, then you don't love what you do. Don't even say, if you're in it because you're like, oh man, in about a year or 2 I'm gonna be making money. You're probably not going to. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how revolutionary you are. I don't care how great your lyrics are. I don't care how good you think your content is. You are not going to make money the first 2 years. You're not. You're not. So if you can get through that 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10-year hump sometime, every artist goes through it. Most of these artists on my wall behind my back. R.I.P. Eazy-E. R.I.P. Humpty Dance. Did I say Humpty Dance? Wow, I really said that. Shock G. Bob Marley. Prince. Jimi Hendrix. John Lennon. Old Dirty Bastard. They all didn't make money at the beginning. But they stood by it and they kept doing it and they kept going. Let's let Slim Thug keep talking because I'm messing him up. I'm going to take it all the way back because it's very important. It is a very important thing to hear.
Everybody just got to do it. No matter where you come from. You got to do it from scratch. I ain't had shit and look at me now. So if I could have did it, you could have did it now.
If Slim Thug could do it, you could do it. Because guess what? You're 27 years old and you're still living at your mom's house. You're not paying rent. All that $1,500, $2,000 a month that you could be saving, you're probably effing off. If someone like Slim Thug could do it, who I'm going to assume came from nothing, literally nothing, if he could do it, so can you.
Yeah.
If I could do it, so can you.
We got to stop making excuses, stop waiting on motherfuckers. We got to take advantage of this shit. We got to be happy on purpose.
Take advantage. Going back to this phone here. Take advantage. You know how? No, you want to scroll through Instagram and TikTok all day. You don't want to learn nothing. You don't want to learn how to actually make money on Instagram and TikTok. No, you just want to scroll through it and then blame everyone else's fault. It's your fault.
Doing shit that make us happy. It's 2025.
I'm going to let that rest, and I want you to think about that. It ain't the white man's fault. It ain't the president's fault. It ain't nobody's fault but yours. Let me know if I'm tripping. Comment down below. And please hit that like button if you haven't already. Go on and smash that like button for your boy. I really do appreciate that. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you're entertained by what you hear, you're entertained by what you see, hit that subscribe button. Something else I want to discuss with you on this lovely, lovely day. I want to talk about the baby boy syndrome. Dusty Vision, what is the baby boy syndrome? What does that even mean? Have you guys seen the movie Baby Boy? With Tyrese, Ving Rhames. Classic movie. I've seen it a couple times, but I've seen it enough to know some movies you don't have to watch over and over again because you get it the first time. Does that make sense? And Baby Boy was one of those, and I got it. The theory behind Baby Boy, you know, the young adult black male who runs to mama every time something goes wrong. Every time something goes wrong, he runs to his mom. I've known a lot of baby boys throughout my life. So I got that concept right away. So I want to discuss it tonight, and more importantly, I want to discuss how important it is for black fathers to stick around. Like, because we lead the charge right now of abandoning our kids. Let's keep it real. We all know the stats. We are leading the charge, baby. We are leading the charge of fathers who are leaving their children. They're just bouncing. They're literally bouncing on their kids. I couldn't fathom doing that. I have a 25, he'll be 26 years old. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Damn, my son is 26 years old in a couple months. Next month, oh my God. I have a 26-year-old, man. I couldn't have imagined leaving him 26 years ago. He saved my life. But there's something about a large majority of us that we just bounce on our kids. But here is a clip of me and my co-host Alonzo Williams discussing the baby boy syndrome in the black community.
I've seen baby boy up close and personal. When you have a son that has either been rejected or not been accepted by the dad, mom overcompensates, and the boy never gets a chance to really spread his wings and become a man.
Now, it may sound like tonight I may be going hard on single mothers, but I'm not doing that. But I'm including you just tonight, all right? I'm including y'all tonight in this conversation. So I want all the single mothers, come to the front. Go ahead, move aside. Let all the single mothers, yes, you in the back too, come. All the single mothers, I want you to have a seat in the front row tonight. Because even though it is the black man leaving, it's y'all who are opening your legs, okay? And I'm not going to be going hard. I'm just going to be telling the truth in this situation. We're talking about the baby boy syndrome in the black community and why it's so important for black men to stick around and just stop bouncing on their kids.
He starts making babies, and he don't understand that those are his responsibilities. He's never been taught responsibility. See, the one thing about
Baby Boy had a baby in the movie, but he don't know how to take care of that baby because there wasn't no man around to help take care of him. And I'm sorry, there's nothing I despise more than a woman who says, I don't need no man. I don't need no, I can do this all by myself. I can be his mommy and his daddy. You trifling? I don't even want to say the word. But you know what I was about to say. Yes, you do need a man to help out. And now, yes, we are living in a different time. You do need someone else in the house. I don't care if it's man, woman, because this goes out. I mean, I believe two rainbow parents can do just as good as of a job as two non-rainbow parents. Like, I'm not closed-minded like that. But you do need a couple people in the house. And look, when I was growing up, I needed a father. A lot of the boys that I grew up with needed a father. But father wasn't around. And once again, RIP to my pops. We mended later after the age of 18. We were very good friends. But I didn't know what it was like to throw a football. I threw a football like a girl until one of my homeboys taught me how to throw a football. I didn't know how to tie a tie for that job interview that I had. So someone else's dad had to teach me how to tie a tie. Still can't tie a damn tie to this day. I hate tying ties. I could watch a YouTube video. I just get a goddamn clip on. But anyway, let's continue with me and Alonzo Williams discussing the baby boy syndrome in the black community.
Most dads, they're going to teach you responsibility. Mm-hmm. You can't do this in my house. You can't do that in my house. Mamas will overlook some things that daddy ain't overlook. Mama will overlook some things, and that was going back to the dope era. That was a big influence on the dope era. When your son's bringing home $4,000-$5,000 a week, mama can overlook him selling dope, knowing he got a gun in his pocket, she'll overlook that. He paying bills and helping out in the house. He became the man, and then you may have mama being seen doing certain things that most mamas wouldn't but mamas back in the day wouldn't be caught doing.
Now, I hope you soaked that in, because there is only so much a woman can do. A one-parent household. There's only so much a one-parent household, and in our community, it's usually the women. There's only so much a woman could do. She can't teach you how to be a man. I peed sitting down longer than I should have been peeing sitting down. Let's put it that way, because I don't have a man to teach me to just stand up, aim for the toilet. No shot at my mom at all, because she did everything she could, as most single moms do. Everything that she could, but she could not teach me how to be a man. Period. And it just amazes me that you have women out there. I don't need no man. My baby don't need no man. Yes, your baby does need a man. Stop that silly talking. It upsets me. Deadbeat dads upset me to the max. I can't stand a deadbeat dad. But a woman who just keeps having kids with loser after loser after loser, and they keep leaving her, I can't stand them more. I can't stand them more. Women, if he has a tattoo on his neck, do not let him put his penis inside of you. It's that simple. It's that simple. Definitely don't let him put his penis inside you without protection. What is it? Chicks just stick your legs open and just, go ahead and just shoot up the party. What the hell are you doing, women? And I'm talking to all you women in the front row right now. Pay attention. Pay close attention.
You know what I'm saying? And so you got that, you go back to the Tupac part where you learn to hate women because you see them applying themselves or letting themselves be used in ways that you don't feel as comfortable. You know, no man wants to see nobody with his mama. Okay? Some cats get mad when their daddy get with their mama. Okay, if you want to piss a dude off, man, just say something about his mama and it's oral sex. Niggas don't think about that shit. Your mama can knock him off, boy. Man, you can't play like that. So if your mama in real life, you out there in the streets and your mom is kind of busy with some folks in the streets, and you know this, homies, daddies, whatever the case may be, that gives you a disdain for your mom. And if you don't love your mom, man, you can't. It's going to be hard to love any of the women, man. It's a trust thing. That bond is broken.
Facts.
That trust and that bond is broken, dude. So if you can't trust her, who you gonna trust?
Listen, kids.
If she breaks your heart by doing something that you think is totally disgusting, and Baby Boy was another verse of that, another example of that, because homeboy, he butt ass naked making breakfast.
Y'all remember when Ving Rhames was butt naked making eggs and bacon in the kitchen after knocking down Moms? Moms was fire, by the way. I can't remember who played the Moms in that movie. Comment down below. What's her name? One of the finest sisters in cinema history. Boy, I forgot her name, but damn, she can get it. But anyway, Ving Rhames had just got down knocking down his mom's. And was I the only one back in the day who always got Ving Rhames and Michael Clark Duncan confused? The Green Mile guy. I was like, is that the Green Mile guy? All right, never mind.
Ving Rhames.
He butt ass naked making breakfast. He wasn't making breakfast butt ass naked because he was gonna wash the car. Okay, he was not butt ass naked making eggs because he was gonna wash the car. And so now your mama becomes human. She becomes she ain't that pure innocent woman that you thought she was as a kid. She's a human being with needs like everybody else. And
baby boys don't like that.
But because you're a grown ass man,
because that's my mommy, not yours. It's a really bad syndrome that I want y'all to pay attention out there. Do you know any baby boys? Think about that. And think about how deep that movie was. That was a deep movie. Baby Boy was a deep movie in that sense, where it talked about a lot of the stuff that really goes on in the hood, a certain aspect, and I call it the baby boy syndrome.
You know how you do your women. You don't want nobody to do your mama in the same way. And that was one of the baby boy things. Homeboy figured he was using everybody. He got somebody using his mama. So he thought, and he couldn't stand that. Because that was his woman. That was his house. Mm-hmm. Grandmama left us this house. This our house. Why I got to leave?
Grandma left us this house. It's like the baby boy wants to be his mom's husband. It's a very bad syndrome. Pay attention to it, though. I want y'all in this life, as you mosey through life, I want you to see, does that still exist? I'm pretty sure it does. I don't hang around with a lot of younger, black males like that, like I did when I was 17, 18, and I saw it with my own eyes. But I'm a guess that it still goes on.
Plus, his brother got killed out in the streets, and he felt that that was his crutch. That was her reason for being so protective of him, because she didn't want to lose him too. And he used that against her. Maybe she had some guilt. I'm not sure. Maybe she had some guilt about her son getting killed. And he used that against her to keep his grown ass in the house while he riding this big ass bicycle as opposed to having a car.
Didn't even have a car in that movie. He was riding a bicycle. I see you. It's the dust that looks good because I see you mofos out there. I see you out there. I'm going to definitely have to go watch Baby Boy again. Good movie with a good message. I'm going to watch it probably tonight. One thing I always remember about Baby Boy that is etched in my head to this day, and it's a scene that I don't ever want to see again, and I hope I'm going to have to fast forward through that scene when I watch Baby Boy tonight. But y'all, you remember seeing Snoop Dogg in that tank top? Y'all remember seeing how skinny Snoop? That freaked me out the first time I saw it. I was like, nah, man, there's no way Snoop can be that skinny. Yep, Snoop is and was that skinny. As a matter of fact, now I don't think I'm going to watch the movie. That just turned me off to the movie. Anyway, but comment down below. What do you think? Am I tripping? Is Alonzo Williams tripping about the baby boy syndrome in the black community? Comment down below. And please hit that like button if you haven't already. Go ahead and smash that like button. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, you're entertained, you just, you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button. Something else I want to talk with y'all about, and this is titled The Truth About Welfare and the Breakup of the Black Family. What posed that title? Well, Alonzo Williams and I, my co-host, we were discussing something, and someone brought up a very good question. One of our listeners asked us, what caused the breakup of the black family? Because if you don't know, before 1960, something like 80-90% of black men were still in the home. Like there was a two-parent household. Before 1960, it was all black homes. It was weird if you didn't have a black father in the home. Now, it doesn't mean he was a great father, but you had a father in the home. And this was during the height of racism and at the height of oppression for us. But how did we manage to be a two-parent household before the 1960s? And then you fast forward to the 90s when I was a kid. Literally 70% of black kids grew up without a father. Totally just flipped. It just flipped. In a short 15, 20 years, 30 years. What happened? Well, let's talk about it.
Money and the illusion that you don't need a man. So many women in the 70s, 60s, and 70s were told they don't need a man. In fact, if you watch old movies in the 60s and from the early 70s, movies like Geraldine, okay? Here's some homework. Go to one of them old television program, old television streaming channels, and type in Geraldine, Claudine with Diane Carroll and my man's name, James Earl Jones. And they'll show you how the game was. If you had kids, they would give you all the money you needed. The government, well, not all the money you needed. They give you just enough money to survive.
Let's stop there. There's a lot to unpack, and we're going to continue. What was the cause of the breakup of the black family? Money. Money from the government. Now, the government is your baby daddy. Instead of, you having a man that goes out there and brings home a check every week, right? Pays the rent once a month. Now you just get a check from the government. Democrats started that. Democrats were the ones who were just throwing money at single black women. Keyword, because there better not be no man in the house if you want this free money. Because I'm your new baby daddy. That's the government talking. But let's keep it pushing.
But if you had a man in your life, they would cut your money out, and you could not live in these projects. They literally divided the family up based on of help. So if a woman got pregnant by a man, she would get welfare. And one of the songs called Mr. Welfare. Okay, you'll see how this woman would run, hide telephones and irons and anything this man gave her. He loved her. He gave her gifts. But they were household gifts. They wasn't Gucci bags. And she did.
And yes, I know more white people are on welfare in America than blacks. But this is just about us right now, okay? Because I'm contributing to the father thing, okay? Father's leaving. Like, we are winning. If that's winning, we're losing in that sense, I should say. 7 out of 10 homes right now that are occupied by a black child are not. There's no father figure in the house. They're living out of wedlock. That's what we're talking about tonight. Not necessarily black people on welfare. We all know. We're not dumb enough. We all know that, right? Okay. Good. Can we move on? All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page. because y'all smoke a lot out there. So I got to make sure you're focusing and paying attention.
It was the necessities. He gave her a phone and a toaster and a ironing board, and she had to hide all this shit because if you didn't, they saw you got some new shit. They figured you either was working. If you was working, they deducted from you. You only could have so much money, and so many people bought into that. Then the county system kicked in, and again, there's all kind of assistance for single mothers without fathers. So it's almost behooving to a woman to get pregnant because you can get all kind of bit. You can get Section 8.
And this is a thing. Don't act like it ain't a thing. I see you smirking at your phone right now. Like, oh, this is bullshit. No, we're looking at each other. We're looking in the mirror tonight. We are looking in the mirror tonight. Because this is real. A lot of our people, women, come to the front of the line. Come and have a seat, and we're talking to y'all tonight. A lot of y'all figure, I'll just keep popping out kids with this deadbeat who's going to leave anyway. And that's how they got us. That's how the Democrats got us, man. That right there. We fell for the damn okie doke. We fell for the okie doke, man. The little, the carrot on the string with we fell for that. Damn. I thought we were smarter than that, but we fell for it. And now it's a problem. There are no men in the household because they ain't gonna. If a man's in the house, no, we ain't giving you this free money. You got to kick Tyrone out. So now she's looking at Tyrone sitting on the couch. She's like, man, Tyrone, shit, he ain't had a job in 3 months. Economy's bad, Shit, let's kick Tyrone out, man. I would get a free check every month. Oh, it's a thing.
You can get assistance from the Fed, from the government. You can get county assistance. You can get crystal stairs. You get all kind of shit if there's not a man in the house. Mm-hmm. If there's a man in the house, all that shit is his responsibility, and you won't get that shit. So there has been, I've known situations where women were taught, get pregnant, get you some Section 8, get you this, get you that, get you this. That was an old way of thinking for years, man. So, get some dick, get pregnant, get a baby, go down to the county office, get your Section 8, and that shit will work till the kid turned 18. And it was a hustle. The more kids you had, the more money you made.
It's a hustle.
But you can't have daddies can't be around. Then they take around, then they got smart and then start sticking the daddy with the bill. The daddy got stuck with the bill. So there's no incentive. She ain't got to like you, but she can get paid. I know it wasn't a lot of money, but if you're not well educated or don't have any real aspirations, do anything big or super any incentive, do anything really aspiring, that shit can be cool.
You could be content just getting that check every month. Barely getting by, selling some EBT in exchange for cash so you can buy some weed. This is what goes on. Let's keep it real. We keeping it real. If you're getting offended, go somewhere. And look, I'm tired of you little offended like crybabies who in the comment section. Just don't even comment. Just unsubscribe. If you can't take a different point of view, I'm not disrespecting. I'm none of that. I'm just giving you a different point of view. If you can't take that, then you're not someone I want to be on my channel. Most people will tell you, please subscribe to me, subscribe to me. I'm the only channel that'll tell you unsubscribe. Bye, I don't care. And don't tell me in the comments that you're unsubscribing. As a matter of fact, I hope 5 of you unsubscribe tonight because you're upset. And I'm being serious. Because the truth will always come to light, and we're talking the truth right here. And if you want a safe space, if you want somewhere where they give you everything with padded gloves and kid gloves, nope, this ain't the place.
Got enough money that I can eat, can smoke while I smoke, drink what I drink, live where I ain't got to work. Just take care of my kids, and I ain't got to do it. Halfway do that shit. But nobody keeping tabs on how what the kids are doing in school. It wasn't until the 90s they started having these programs where if your kid, if anybody lived in a house, committed a felony, you know, any kind of government aid, they kick everybody out. That's why you got so many homeless people right now.
Now it came back to bite y'all in the ass.
Yep.
If the son lived in the house and the mama was on Section 8 and he got caught selling dope, whatever the case may be, everybody out.
See ya.
Everybody out. So you got a shitload of people that were put in the streets behind government programs. I remember when I was visiting my.
Thank you, Democrats. Let me thank the Democrats real quick for doing this. The Democrats single-handedly broke up the black family, and all they did was throw us a couple $1,000s per kid.
Daughter, where they lived at, I used to go over there sometimes, and when she was real young, I'd pull up in the driveway, man, and I'd be nervous because it'd be niggas everywhere. Because Section 8 moms was the perfect person to parole home to. So these guys would be in jail, or the homies, whatever the case may be. They hook them up in jail, then they get out of jail, and they got somebody they can hit, they can bone on, they can get their freak on with, and a place to stay. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they wouldn't be on the rent, but they still would come in and crash there, and then a lot of them couldn't get jobs no time soon, so they would hang out, blah blah blah. Very uncomfortable situation. I got away with it because some of them knew me, but then they changed the law that said no felon could live in any government-assisted property, and now them guys disappeared. They were gone. They were gone like thieves in the night because
it's all a hustle.
Now the woman got to stand up against her brother. And
is it really worth it for a couple $1,000s a month?
He was your family member. They could not stay in that property if they had a felony. So people got turned away and sent out to the streets. And like I said, either you got to get your shit together, or you're gonna get you a box.
Thank you, Democrats.
And that's how much shit has changed in my time.
Thank you, Democrats, for single-handedly breaking up the black family. Yet 9 out of 10, something like 8 out of 10 of us or whatever, 9 out of 10 of us still vote Democrat. You got to look deep, man. You got to look deep. All right, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Am I tripping? Is my co-host tripping? Alonzo Williams. Comment down below. I'd love to know. What do you think about the truth about welfare and the breakup of the black family? Are the Democrats single-handedly responsible for breaking up the black family? I think so. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me. And please hit that like button if you haven't already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you're entertained by what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. I'm going to get the heck out of here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.